out here cooking for the young lady tomorrow for her lunchtime. I want her to get some more lunch so she can eat healthy every day before she gets home. I didn't. Do you all see this at Nipsey's altar? Oh my fucking God! Do you see this right now? Whoa! Isn't it beautiful? Welcome to the Twilight Zone. I don't see anyone in here yet, so I said welcome to the Twilight Zone. Do you all see this? We're at King Nipsey's altar. I'm cooking now some more greens for him because I ran out of collard greens. Everybody ordered them and wanted them, so I like to cook. Even though I got a little stash for him in there that's been chilling, I still like to cook him a fresh batch. So they're cooking now. It smells so good in here. Absolutely amazing. And I just came out of the kitchen to take a break and light the altar, and I'm like, whoa, let them see this. I want to tell you something quickly. I haven't listened to everything that Nipsey's been telling me. When we were here at the altar last night, and I was saying he wanted me to light the candles, and he likes his red phallus candles. We got off the phone, and I was talking about his anger and Jackie O's anger and King Von's anger. Now, if you all can send me the evidence, please let me know. I'm in Atlanta, and where King Von was assassinated, murdered downtown Atlanta. I haven't seen any information on the news about a trial going on with Lil Tim, the one that shot him to protect his cousin Quando Rondo. Someone put a comment here and said the King Von trial is over. I don't really believe that. However, I haven't been keeping up with, so I could be wrong. Someone send it to me if Lil Tim and Quando Rondo have been to trial in the city of Atlanta, because I seriously doubt it. I would have seen on YouTube. I Googled it. I didn't see anything other than him being shot in 2022. So I don't know if they're going to try to avoid that from going to trial. Do you all see what I'm seeing? Do you see this energy shooting out from these? It's absolutely amazing. Do you all see it? That's why I want to come on live right now to capture this. It's so amazing. Let me know if you're seeing what I'm seeing. I'm going to stand back. You see, I'm standing back and you can still see it. All this activity. Yep, there's him, Rags. Yeah, Crip and Trip. Yeah. All things will and gold. Right here's altar. Do you all see what I'm seeing here? And I'm standing back. You can still see them. It's so amazing. It's so gorgeous. Somebody let me know if you can see what I'm seeing. Yes, baby. That's him. And when I closed the live out last night, I'm going to share with you some of the things Nipsey was saying last night. And it's probably, I'm sorry. It's probably going to sound weird to you, but I'm going to tell you anyway. And remember, I was telling y'all, the people that have been following me the years since he's been in here, since the day he was assassinated, you see what I'm saying? There has been no trial, Black transcendence. Thank you, baby. The person was lying. I knew it hadn't because it happened in Atlanta and the trial's going to be here. I would know. And that's why King Von is pissed. I don't care if people believe what I say. It doesn't matter. I knew he said he didn't feel like he got any justice. Nipsey is one of the main ones that taught me a lot about what is justice and what isn't justice, what is fair and what is not fair. And one thing he kept saying to me was, Eric Holder, that was not justice because he's the patsy, the fall guy. He did not orchestrate it. I mentioned who I saw, and Cowboy was one of the main people I said I saw. And I said he was also a pedophile and a treacherous liar and a drug addict. And, you know, these things are coming out right now. He's a sex offender. I think from what WAC 100 showed, other people said he's a registered sex offender. Correct me if what I'm hearing and repeating these people saying is wrong. I knew I saw that about him, and he lied about what happened to Nipsey. He was at the meeting. He saw them shoot Nipsey. Lord have mercy. And they're all going to pay for it, just like he told me. When you take out an insurance policy, like he would say in rap niggas, ain't nothing like you fucking rap niggas. Hustle man's a shooter. That's a fat nigga. $1 million on my flesh nigga. I'm talking about taking care of his children. And he really was serious, as we could see. He was telling the truth. But that, he said, that is not the real value for a human life. That is not the value for a soul. You cannot buy a soul. You cannot assess the value of a soul, because all souls are different. And some of them are older and have been here many times and transcend the time of this earth as we know now, and the people that rule this earth now. And there have been several earths and several rulers and earth shifts, and there are other earths. Scientists are even admitting that now you can see other earths as well as out in space. And he feels he got really cheated, and there was no value. There's no measurement of his life and his soul. And he was talking about Waterworld. Him and Dr. Sabi from the very beginning talking about Waterworld and all of the catastrophes and water catastrophes, United States, worldwide, and in California, and earthquakes and the earth plates shifting. And the hot zones, the name is skipping my mind right now, and separating the Atlantic and the Pacific hot zones there, as well as in the Middle East and Africa. But it's a zone in California. Damn, why am I not remembering the name? That is cracking right now, that will lead to a really bad earthquake and separations in the earth and death, as well as water catastrophes like mud storms. Still need mud, what do you call it? Is that a mud storm or a mud fall? What do you call that exactly with the mud? Something just happened in California, and the mud slid down in a residential area and lifted the homes up off of the foundation. I have been saying that for a few years now, because that's what he wanted me to warn the people in certain areas of California, and to relocate and to prepare for the currency shift, the government shifts, and the lockdowns, and the cashless bonds, and the drugs, and the war, making people, basically the poor are going to assault the poor. They're going to allow the rapists, the drug addicts, the diseased people, animals. They're basically going to allow these people to attack people in those areas. So if you can't get out, you're literally it's going to be like a purge. That's what's going on in LA and other places, a purge, a survival of the fittest. And what he was telling me now, there is a soul snatching going on right now. I don't know all the celebrities that have concerts right now, but he said the celebrities, there's a harvesting season right now, harvesting for blood, harvesting for organs. He said, but mainly too, on top of it, a lot of the high-ranking celebrities and the ones that want to go higher and get power, there is a harvesting for human souls. They have cast a spell on the people, the basically regular people. So if you go to their concerts, even if you're watching their concerts on a phone, a TV, or a video, I'm sorry, somebody's calling. That spell has been unleashed to harvest souls. You will see people dropping, having a heart attacks, a stroke, losing their breath, collapsing, and they're not going to wake up. They will end up having a problem, or if they wake up, they will have real bad, severe mental problems, and it's in this drug that they're taking. There are different spells on certain drugs, different spirits that work on the frequency of a certain drug, and it will make the person more open and more susceptible to it. He said there's a harvesting of the souls right now. He said, I have to watch myself. I have to hide, because they're still trying to harvest my soul. They didn't get my soul. I didn't sell my soul. I didn't sleep with no boys. I didn't sleep with no men. Yeah, I slept with a lot of women. And I know I did things and took advantage of women, and I hurt people. I did things I shouldn't do. But I did not sacrifice no women. I did not set them up to be murdered by somebody else and have their organs taken from them. I didn't prostitute them. Definitely didn't mess with men or boys. He's saying that's one of the prerequisites to go to the higher level. And there are people, he said, men, famous men. He's showing me the pictures of them right now. They face. I ain't gonna say no name. He said, but they are mad at him because he would not do it. They said, well, we had to do it. We had to do it to cross over to get to the next level. Well, what makes you think you not gonna do it? You're not special, even if you are special and got talents and abilities and accomplish things on your own that we didn't do. You still gonna have to give up some butt and give some dick up. And he's like, not me, not me. I ain't never did it, and I'll die before I do it. And he says, so I still have my soul intact, compartmentalized in the ethos of my being. He said, and my baby mama is a guardian. She's trying to be a guardian of souls and being taught black magic with her teacher, since she's a sacred woman now, and says she's really a runner. She's really being used. She's one of their servants. She's trying to act like she's carrying my legacy on with my family, and like she's trying to keep my name alive. So, but she's only in it for herself and pretending to be virginal and that she ain't had sex with nobody since I physically died, but that's not true. It's a game in her. She's all about the money. She's in it for the money. She's trying to be cold. She's trying to harness my soul, just like my grandmother said. And she was trying to harness my grandmother or move the ones out of the way of the key players. He said, I'm not going to allow her to take my soul and try to wear my skin and wear my energy and walk and talk and act like she's me and speaking for me and a representative for me, or has the same talents and same ability and same effect on the public like I did and I still do. She does not. She wants to get my soul, buy my soul. She said, but I won't sell it, and I never sold it. She's pretending to be something that she's not, and all about my legacy and what I stand for and what I believed in and what I still do and what my community was about and the people around me. And it was never that. And I know that I opened the door for that, and I pulled her into my world and thought I had to have her at the beginning, but it ended up being a nightmare. And she was a karmic debt to me, a debt that I could never pay. I'm still paying with my life. And now they want all of me. The flesh wasn't enough. They want my soul. He said, now they're doing a mass harvesting nationwide, a mass harvesting. See, it's certain people I don't watch in concert no more. I don't even listen to their music because I can hear the demons on the music, and I know what's in the message, and I know what some celebrities tried to do to me. So I lost respect for them. I never listened to them or follow and believe in them or shit they say, because I know those are just human beings that piss, eat, and shit like we do. Unless it's a clone or unless it's a robot disguised as the human being. They are not real. They're just regular people. Nobody for you to worship and bow down to because they're in a position they wouldn't let you get in. And when he's saying this, he says, going on now, thank you, mudslide. And that needs water to be mud to do it, which is also part of the ritual, a spiritual ritual. And they cast these spells. He's saying more killing and more zombies with these drugs and more overdoses and more crimes and people losing their mind. He's saying that actually you have to realize the multi-billionaires that control the FAA and the plane system and all the food we eat and the water could fix that plane system right now, but they will not, because they're going to try to create a demand that you step in and complain so much and you bring a change, and then the plan they bring in to fix is going to create a lockdown and retinal scans and where you have no security and no protection. You become an entity. You're not, or they use the entity that is you, not the human being, because that one's going to be destroyed. You have a lot of soulless beings walking around here with the food, the water, everything you engage in, and the electrical appliances will take your soul, and they're to stay on top and to stay separate from you, but act like they are about you and they care about you. They really don't. They need to harvest your soul to survive and move into the AI technology system. And a lot of you will not make it because who can really function without their soul? It's like a shell of a person. You know something wrong with them, just like somebody has some bad drug. You know something wrong with them, and you know they there. That's them physically, but you know they not quite there. You see what I'm saying? And that's what he's saying is happening right now. So you need to guard your spirit, guard your ears, guard your eyes, your children, who they watch and who they hang around. You know, he also told me some too. There are some serial killers out here, but there's gangs of female gang members, female gangsters, female pimps, and female assassins that are paid for hire, as well as doing this for themselves and steal drugs, murder niggas, have gangs that steal in certain stores and prostitute and sell drugs and then go around kill drug dealers from here to Vegas. You wouldn't think that this is happening because you think all murders, men do it. And Nipsey is telling me there's a crew of women, and some of them sure are protected by men, even in law enforcement, and men on the street that are in their gangs are over them. And some of them are renegade and work for themselves because they've been done so dirty by men and trying to suppress their power, take their power. They are renegade, kill for hire, pay for hire assassins, and you would not know. And even selling babies to be consumed and to prostitute, literally whorehouses for children and adults. I knew when that Spanish boy showed up last week, I looked in his eyes and it's something about him. I knew he had been raped and I knew he had been sexually assaulted. And then when they said the mama, because I had seen a female, I said, Lord have mercy, his mama, he never went off nowhere. Nobody took him nowhere. He was in the house being his mother's husband. And so the mother is so sick, said, your dad ain't here, so now you finna take on the duties of your guy. I want some dick, goddammit. Started violating. I bet he's so messed up in the head, he might end up being gay. He might not even want no women near him because of how twisted he is and what she has done. And there's no telling who else she's associated with, who trained her to be this way, or what network, where she might have sold her son. You know, I haven't really seen deep in it because I've been so busy. And so I'm not going to stay here right now. You love to support me. You want more of this information. And, you know, I have to dig into what Nipsey's saying. You want more of what he's saying? Donate. Support what I do. Click like, subscribe, share my videos. Because I am so tired. I'm working all the time, and I know that's not good for me. To heal and to get well, I have to take self-care very, very seriously at this point. But I still love to cook. I love to do the altars. I love Nipsey. I love everyone that comes in here to tell us what is going on that was physically murdered. I love people that contact me, good people only, that want me to prepare food for them and their families. I absolutely love it. Lord, did you see that baby this evening? His mama took some of the food from lunch and gave it to him. I didn't know he could feed himself. See, that's better. He feed himself because, see, he can feed himself when he want to and just do what he want to do. So he ain't have to wait for his mama to point at now. He just dug in it himself. I see he like that honey butter herb bread I make, and I'm cooking her dinner now. Y'all will see the menu. I don't like to tell her when I give to everybody. I surprise them. So I got some more new stuff I'm gonna put on the menu tomorrow for her to share with them. And I love you all for continuing to love me and support me, and you know, just support everything I do and donate when you can. I know a lot of you don't have it, and I know the ones of you that do, you donate when you can. And I appreciate all of it. Good to get that honey butter bread. So can you do a reading on Jim Brown? The only way I would do a reading on him, because I'm tired of, like I said, and I don't feel good and I'm tired. And I have other readings to do. A lady already gave me a donation to do YNW mailing, and I haven't gotten to that yet. So if you're requesting it, you will have to give the donation. If they don't come in here for me to speak to them on their own and you're requesting it, then you have to pay for the donation because I'm already tied and I'm tied all up already with personal readings and personal spiritual work. And then people that come in here, you can't just dump shit on me like that. So if that's what you want to know, I mean, you can ask somebody else. But if you don't want to ask nobody else, it's only fair to me that you donate because I have to see and take my brain. I don't have tarot card that I just throw out and get all my information. It takes my body, my mind, my spirit. I actually talk to them on the other side. That's very taxing and stressful on me. So if y'all don't want to appreciate that and respect that and understand that, don't come to me with readings think I'm finna sit here and do that shit for free because my schedule is already full. I'm full with physical humans and they soul, and I'm full with other people that were physically dead and they sitting in here like you see this man right here, goddamn it. It's amazing that people tell me I'm lying and I'm obsessed with him and he's not here. But this is live and I'm not doing any Photoshop filter to make these candles do what the fuck they doing. Now, if I'm obsessed, it's a whole bunch of other motherfuckers obsessed too. But why y'all not harassing them and going to their videos and saying that to them, you obsessed? Because a lot of people love that man, still singing that man's song, playing that man music every day, sharing his pictures, sharing Nipsey quotes, and be sending them to me. And be watching the videos and like his messages. And they like to watch the lights just like me. And they love the altar I set up for him. And they love his messages. So if you got a problem with it, just don't watch it. Because, you know, I've been insulted about him and called all kind of names and shit ever since he was shot March 31st, 2019. And I still haven't left it alone because I believe it's him telling me not to leave it alone. And if you want to pass a message to do it. And when I do the message and I say what he tell me to say, the shit come true. Y'all don't believe it? Go look what I said about the trains before they happen. Go look at what the planes before they happen. Go look at when I said the system and the planes was outdated and the FAA need to upgrade the shit. Go listen to what I said about California and the storms and the fault lines out there with the earthquake and the children undergrounds and the military underground. All that shit that I said and about the diseases and shit that YouTube kept suspending me for. But then they said I was lying. I was giving medical misinformation. But then the shit come true after they suspend me. Then I have to deal with that shit. So... and I said before it happened, I started saying that shit in 2019 about them Boeing 737, 757, 777, 727. That's what that man told me. And you could look from 2019 up to now. So much catastrophe and crashes around Boeing's 737, 757. The whole fleet of Boeings. I said it before it happened. And I said that man came in here and told me that shit. So again, like I said, you can pick at me and make fun of me all you want to. I really don't care. You don't have to believe he here. I ain't trying to convince nobody. But check my footwork. Check that drip. Keep you drowned, bitch. Drip or drown, bitch. Drip or drown, hoe. Drip or drown.